Hi, I'm Christina Trauthwein. I'm the editor-in-chief of Hotel Business, and I am here with Elie Maalouf, and he's the CEO of Americas for IHG. Welcome.
Well, thank you, Christina.
So, you were at the World Economic Forum last week, and I just want to find out some of the key takeaways that you can share with the hotel industry.
Sure. We really look forward to engaging at the World Economic Forum at Davos. It's our 7th year going. It's a great opportunity to get together with world leaders from industry, from policy, government, communities, and the media to look at together how we can address some of the major issues around the world. Look, our industry has a really great story to bring to the global platform. Around the world, our industry is a very positive economic force, bringing jobs and careers into communities, and it's a very positive social and environmental force doing business responsibly. And it's an opportunity to bring that story there. Just at IHG alone, every day of the year, there are 600,000 people, plus or minus, that come to stay at our hotel brands. Mm-hmm. So in the communities, we're bringing people together. Our jobs remain in the communities. We make a positive impact in the communities. So it's a great story to tell. The other thing that we were talking about there that affects all industries is how can we continue that great growth? How can we continue that positive economic impact in a socially and environmentally positive way? And we think at IHG, we're very proud of the work that we do with training and developing colleagues around the world, with providing career opportunities, but also with our sustainability efforts. We were leaders in the world last year in our industry by removing plastics from all of the bathrooms. Mm-hmm. That's 850,000 bathrooms around our 850,000 rooms around the world.
Substantial.
So, making a positive economic impact and making a positive social and environmental impact.
Great. So, what's the most exciting thing happening at IHG right now?
There's so many exciting things, Christina.
Okay, so name a few.
Okay. First, if you look at what we've been doing with our established brands, the pace of growth and transformation of Holiday Inn Express since we launched Formula Blue 4 or 5 years ago is really impressive. We're now at over 70% in the Americas adopted with the new Formula Blue design, which is driving guest satisfaction, revenue performance, competitive performance, and growth for the brand. Still one of our fastest growing brands. But now on the new brands, just last week we put out an announcement of the continued growth of Avid Hotels and Atwell Suites. The new locations opening for Avid Hotels, which we announced a couple of years ago, our fastest brand launch in the history of IHG, among the fastest brand launches in the history of the industry. And now over 200 hotels signed, multiple locations opening up. And then comes Atwell Suites in the upper mid-scale, longer stay, all suites with a restaurant and a bar and a truly contemporary experience for the travelers that are looking to experience their community a little bit better and a little bit longer. We announced the first few locations for Atwell Suites around the country. We believe they'll be opening in 2021. This is in the fastest growing segment in that longer stay space, all suite space. It's been growing rapidly over the last several years in the United States. I'm very excited about that.
That is very exciting. So let's talk about some of the challenges you see in the industry and how maybe IHG is addressing some of them.
I think the biggest challenge that we have across all industries, not just in the hospitality industry, is how do we continue the growth that we've experienced over the last 10 years into this new decade, but continue to do it in a sustainable, responsible way, being good stewards of our communities and good stewards of the environment. We think we've made great progress as a company, as an industry. We think there's more that we're going to do. But let me just give you an example of where we're a positive force in communities. In the town of Fresnillo in Mexico, in the state of Zacatecas, we're going to be the first branded hotel coming into that town.
Wow, okay.
And bringing the confidence and the faith in people that we are bringing a branded hotel at an international quality standard that you can rely on in this town. At the same time, we want to do it responsibly. So we've taken an approach across hotel design, hotel operations, and hotel renovations where we're reducing our impact on communities and the environment. In hotel design, we've made commitments around carbon reduction. We've already achieved over the last several years about a 17% carbon reduction per hotel across our global estate, a meaningful contribution. When it comes down to hotel operations, I mentioned earlier, first in the industry to commit to removing all plastics, miniatures from those bathrooms. We're going to bulk, from luxury to limited service throughout our whole portfolio. So that's on the operations side. On the hotel renovation side, first in the industry to launch the renovation donation initiative with our owners, where it's great when we renovate hotels because the
Right.
customers get a great experience. The owners have a brand new hotel, basically. But there are a lot of materials and
Yes.
products that go away from the hotel. Well, most of them are going to landfills. Now we're working with local charities and organizations to send these products to homes of people that can find a need for them.
Oh, I like that. Okay, so loyalty is increasingly important for travelers at hotels. What's the latest from the IHG Rewards Club and your loyalty programs?
So just last year, we really added some significant experiences to our members.
Okay.
We entered into a loyalty partnership with Mr. and Mrs. Smith's to add about 500 new boutique upper upscale and upscale locations around the world and destinations where we weren't currently present, where our members can use their points or earn points when they travel to these destinations. But then we listened more carefully. They wanted just experiences outside of hotels. We were key sponsors. We were the hotel sponsor of the U.S. Tennis Championship Open at Flushing Meadows last year. And we had some of our key customers and key travelers on the world come join us for that event. We're also announced the introduction for the ability of our customers to pay with their points, to have dynamic pricing, so to engage with IHG Rewards Club in a deeper way, but to bring them the benefits of memberships, sometimes in hotels, like with Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but sometimes outside of hotels with some of those
Oh,
experiences.
flexibility is so important.
Yes.
Yes. What does 2020 hold for IHG?
We look at the next decade and we see even more opportunity. The middle class has really powered the growth of the hospitality industry around the world over the last 10 years. 1 billion people were added to the middle class in the 20 years up to 2017. Projections are 2 billion for the next 20 years. So we look at the next decade optimistically, and the work that we've done around our brand portfolio, around our enterprise systems, and our owner platforms is really setting us up for a new decade of growth.
Thank you so much for your time.
Well, thank you, Christina. It's been a pleasure.